Good morning. Here's a fairly typical morning. I got up, ran to the bathroom, I went and got my food bag, and then ran back to get my sleeping bag to warm back up for a few minutes. And then I will slowly start making coffee and packing up. And it's really windy outside today.
All right. I'm back out of the tent, packed up, caffeinated, and I'm rolling now. So let's see what's on my mind. One, Newfound Gap, which is the only road or parking lot that crosses the AT and the Smokies, is only about 4 miles ahead. That's a good thing for a few reasons. One, there's a bathroom that's actually heated, and I'm looking forward to a heated bathroom. I'm also getting a little low on TP, so I hope the Park Service has that one stocked. We've had about 6 of us that have pretty much stuck together the last 5 or 6 days. And then I've been with Disco and Come Along a few days more than that probably. So it's Disco, Come Along, myself, Keto, Biscuits, and RDOT. There's a bunch of others that we know that have been around us, but the 6 of us have kind of been camping together and hanging together. So the band is gonna break up slightly today. Keto needs a new backpack. So Keto and Biscuits are gonna go into town. So RDOT is gonna go with them. And then that leaves the other 3 of us. The plan was to do the Smokies in 6 days, and I had 6 days of food. I probably had too much food, and I tried to front load eating some of that to avoid carrying so much weight. We were looking at a 16. The only options today are 8 or 16 or way more than that. I need to do a 16 to not run out of food, I think. But the others that are staying on trail are wanting to do the 8, which the 8 sets us up less than a mile from Charlie's Bunion, and we could sunrise on Charlie's Bunion, which I did on my section hike last year, and it was amazing. Best sunrise I've ever seen. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. I'm just kind of hiking and going to see what the day brings. But for now, I got to change hands holding this phone because I can't feel my fingers. Okay, so if I do the 8, I'll just have to stretch my food a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I can make that work. And I'm not going to starve if I don't have breakfast one day or a dinner or a lunch or something. So I don't know. I really want to stay with them. We've been having a good time. But if I get to this shelter and it's like noon or 1 o'clock or something, I don't know what I'm going to do because it's too cold to sit there all day. One other thing I kind of wanted to address, someone sent me a question a week or so ago for the next backpacker banter, and those are just kind of hard to do because I got to get people together with all their chores done and just chilling while we're in a town or somewhere. There's really just not time when we get to camp in the evening. Everybody's kind of rushing around to get their stuff done. So somebody asked if there was med stations along the way in case someone gets sick or ill. And no, there's nothing like that. I kind of see where they're going with that, like at the marathon or a road race where they have aid stations. But the AT is a wilderness trail. It's very much backcountry for most of it. Now it does cross roads a lot of times, so you can maybe get help. But like the section I'm in the Smokies, I think it's about 76 miles of only one road in the middle. So if you basically have to self-extract. Most of us carry very small, minimal first aid kits. And if it was a catastrophic injury or something, I mean, there are search and rescue crews. Awesome surprise this morning. Got to Newfound Gap and there's trail magic. So the trail magic was really good. It was the best trail magic maybe I've ever seen, that last year or this year. Now let me tell you, I'm a little bit embarrassed to tell you what all I ate. I had a cheeseburger with tomatoes and mayonnaise, mac and cheese, 2 cupcakes, a muffin, a Gatorade, 1 mini candy bar, and 1 strawberry. I think that's it. And they sent me away with candy and a banana as well. Some of the other people were eating like 2 plates with 2 cheeseburgers and 2 mac and cheese, but I just felt too guilty for all that. So I had a really fast morning. I got to the shelter 8 in, including the hour or so at the Trail Magic. I made the first 8 in just a shade under 4 hours, so that's a pretty good time. I've only got like another 7.5, well probably 6.5 now to the shelter I'm going to give me 16 for the day. Just in a few minutes we're going to be at Charlie's Bunion, so I'll show you that. It's probably near 50 degrees. It's windy though, so it's a little chilly. Back in a few at Charlie's Bunion. Okay, almost to Charlie's Bunion. All right, let's get up here. Here's another view straight on. Here's what it looks like down. I'm going to show you my feet and where I climbed up. Okay, time to climb back down and head back to the trail. It's the best view of the day. There have just been so many incredible views today. I'm assuming maybe on the TV screen or the phone, whatever you're watching this on, they may look all alike, but they're not alike at all. This one's interesting because you can really tell. It's like this mountain ridge over here and this one over here are interweaving. Like this one goes here, then that side brings one in, and then that side, and it goes all the way down. It's almost like it's crossing, like holding hands or crossing fingers all the way down through there. And then unfortunately in the distance, it looks like 2 forest fires. There have been a bunch of little forest fires popping up here and there, and a couple big ones. Last we've heard, they're all under control though, or should be soon. So, all right, I'm gonna get to hiking. I still have, I don't know, a mile or 2, I think, to the shelter. Good morning. It's 8:15. I probably have, I don't know, close to a mile in by now, including the climb, the half-mile climb out of the shelter camp area back to the trail. 2 days in a row, I had to go a half-mile off trail to camp. So I know I didn't do a closeout yesterday, so I can tell you that it was a really good day. I did just over 16 miles and was at camp by 4:30. It was probably the first time on this trip that I really felt proud of what I accomplished. It was a good day. The terrain wasn't horrible, but all in all, great day. So it did end up that a lot of the crew I've been hiking around did not come to that shelter. They only did 8 miles yesterday. I texted some of them last night, and we're planning to meet up in a couple days in Hot Springs, if not before. So I did get to talk to some people that I had met before but didn't know very well last night. I met some new people. The other big accomplishment is I have a hostel booked for 0 next weekend. It's still like 5 days away, but I need a shower and laundry so bad. Like, I smell so bad I can't stand myself. I just realized I'm over 10% of the way done of the entire AT. It seems incredible. I can't believe it's been that fast. I've been doing so much of the big views of the mountains. I don't know if it looks like it on the camera, but this is an uphill. Not a very steep one, just a slight uphill. But just everything is green. It's like everything's moss covered. A lot of the Smokies have been just this dense forest. It almost reminds you of a rainforest. I've never been to a rainforest, but I think this is what it would be like. Still have not seen any bears. Okay, this is the trail where I came from. It's just so thick and dense and green, and everything in here is just covered in moss. This is just some dense, beautiful Smoky Mountain forest. I think it's about 11 a.m. I stopped about 30 minutes ago or so and had a snack break with several other people. I'm not sure exactly what the destination is yet today, but I believe that I may go to a fire tower that you're not really supposed to sleep in, but you maybe can. I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see how that goes. It's a couple miles past the shelter that I would otherwise go to. So we'll just see how the day shapes up and keep on pushing north. Wow, these views just never get old. I know they don't look nearly as awesome on this camera on your TV. Let me zoom in a little bit. That far ridge looks almost like a real mountain, like out west, more so than most of the other like rolling Smoky hills. It is lunchtime and I haven't found a suitable spot to sit down, so I just sat literally right on the edge of the trail, and I'm gonna make a tortilla, and I'm kind of picking a little bit of what's left in my food bag here. I've got some maple bacon jerky. I'm gonna put some peanut butter and hot sauce on it and a tortilla. And then I'm kind of thirsty, but I only have a half liter of water left, and the next water is 2 miles up. So I'm gonna mix some Propel in there and drink that, and then be good to go for the next 2 miles. All right, hope you're all having a good lunch. It has been decided. I'm going to the fire tower to sleep tonight. So I walked into that last shelter I was just at to have a snack and get water. I walked in with all my water bottles empty, and for the last 2 miles I've had no water. I walked out of there with a little over 3 liters, which is 7 pounds. And I can feel every one of those 7 pounds on my back. But there's no water at this tower, so I gotta carry it forward. All right, I will show you around the tower when I get there. This trail to the fire tower is no joke. I hope it's as cool as it's supposed to be. Okay, it looks like the trail is straight up this rock wall. I just passed a section hiker coming down, and he said that I'm gonna have the tower, hold on 1 second here, all to myself. There it is. I know there were several people ahead of me that were thinking about staying there as well, so I guess they all chose not to. But I know there are at least 2 other section hikers that are coming this way. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is the most breathtaking view so far. Let me get up there and show you some more. So I guess the way up there is to climb this rock. Okay, I'm gonna zoom back out a little bit and let's have a look around. So the inside is rougher than I expected, but I can sleep right there. And I'm the first one here, so I will claim that spot as soon as we take a walk. Oh, let's go back to regular. And this is a wraparound walkway. Holy cow. This is incredible. Wow, I wonder what town that is down there. Huh. Let's go all the way around. Wow, this is just incredible. It is a little rougher in here than I thought it was going to be. But I'm staying here because the shelter back was a pretty tough to get here, and that was including the side trails like 4 miles, 3.5 miles maybe. And the next one further north is 5.8. And I've already done, including 2 long side trails, a little over 17 for the day. So I'm here. I don't want to set my sleeping bag and my air pad up this early in case a ridge runner or other day hikers come. I've kind of just marked out my spot with my shoes and my pack. And I'm just gonna go sit out here and enjoy the view for the rest of the afternoon. I think it's a little before 4:30, so I have almost 4 hours before dark. I'm sure I'll be taking lots more pictures. Oh my goodness, look at the sunset behind me. I'm gonna show you one little video of the views off the tower before sunset, and then it's bedtime. This is by far the coolest views of the whole trip so far. Good morning. We still got a ways before sunrise here at the Mount Camera Fire Tower, but it's looking incredible so far. Okay, this has probably been like the highlight of my trip so far. Staying in the Mount Camera Fire Tower has been incredible. Great sunset, and the sunrise so far is magnificent. And we're still a little over 20 minutes before actual sunrise time. What could possibly be better than this view in a fire tower on the edge of this cliff with coffee in the morning? These days when I say I'm living the dream, I'm not lying. This is incredible. Sunrise is 7:13 a.m. Oh. Man, this is an incredible morning. All right, I don't guess I'm gonna beat this. Forget about the last 2,000 miles. Time to come home. Just kidding. Okay, I'm hiking away from the fire tower. This has absolutely been the most epic day and night of my trip so far. Thanks to Primetime and To Be Determined for getting me through a night and getting me one step closer to Katahdin. Happy trails. It has been quite the morning already. I'm about a mile in, a little over a mile maybe, including the 0.6 mile side trail from the fire tower. And it's been emotional. It's kind of been a mixed bag of just thankful and feeling so grateful to be able to have the opportunity to do what I'm doing. And also just to know that my dog is good and taken care of while I'm here. And, you know, Last night was just an amazing highlight of the trip so far, last night and this morning. And I feel like we all get in the Smokies, and making the Smokies and then finishing the Smokies are each like pretty big milestones in and of themselves. And the rules are different in the Smokies, so most of us are just like trying to get out of the Smokies and trying to get this milestone accomplished. And I'm about out. I've only got like 6 miles or less to be out of the park. And I was thinking, like, it's been an incredible 6 days, and it's almost sad to leave. As excited as I am to finish, right now I'm digging my Smokies permit out that I got to drop in the box when I get up here. Go ahead and get that done while I'm stopping to take some layers off. And I don't know, I've just had a lot in my head this morning. Like I said, all good. And I just thought I'd stop and share some of that. So it's been like, I've been on an incredible hiker high so far today. Like everything is just so like blissful, and the birds are singing. And last night, I think it was windy up in the tower, and the tower has missing windows, and it's not like airtight. So it was really windy even inside the tower, but it wasn't cold. Like I think the low last night was in the mid 40s, which is incredible for what we have had, you know, below freezing every night. So today it's supposed to be like high of 65, and I should be to Standing Bear Farm Hostel in a couple before noon. And I'm hoping I can they have some tree house. It's a kind of a sketchy place. It's like a hippie commune. I believe they have some tree houses that are like private little bunks up in trees. It's supposed to rain afternoon today. I don't even care. Rain on me. It's just been such a great day. But I am hoping I can get to this place and get a tree house. They're first come, first serve on everything, no reservations. So I don't know, one way or the other, it'll all work out. Everything always works out on trail. Like last night, you know, it was just, everything about last night was kind of serendipitous. There were a bunch of people talking about going to sleep in that fire tower, and I thought it was going to be packed. So I stopped at a shelter like 3.5 miles before the tower, and there were 2 section hikers there, now known as Prime Time and To Be Determined. And they were kind of debating going to sleeping in the tower. And I said I was going to do it. So like, okay, we're going to do it. And we thought it may be a full house based on everyone that was saying they were going to go there. When I got there, no one was there. And there were just 3 of us. It was plenty roomy. It wasn't loud or chaotic. It was just such a great, peaceful night. I mean, except for the wind slamming, blowing the tarps, covering windows and things like that. Sleep wasn't great. But other than that, it was just a phenomenal experience. And this was like a great capstone for me to the Smokies. It's also the last night of their section hike, and they were saying the same thing. It was just such a good ending to their trip. For me, this is still very much beginning, but I don't know. It's been an emotional morning, and I'm just so thankful everything worked out and I got the opportunity to do this. All right, I'll get back to you, if not before, when I get to Standing Bear. Check out this section of trail. It's like a perfect, I don't know, that rock is just perfectly positioned there with the sun and the mountains in the background. Gosh, how beautiful is this? Look what I see. The permit box to drop my Smokies permit in. Lil'Chap has finished the Smokies. Here's my permit. On April 5th, northbound hiker 1067 is out of the Smokies. So where I was at last night was up around 5,000 feet of elevation. I've descended right at 3,500 so far this morning, and that's as low as we're gonna go. However, down at these lower elevations, all of the smaller trees are starting to bloom. Spring is coming soon. Oh, and there's been this awesome waterfall and stream going all the way down through here. You see the white blazes along the edge of the bridge on the right side. And we're gonna cross what I believe is the Little Pigeon River. And right in front of me is Interstate 40. We're gonna cross under Interstate 40 in just a minute. Okay, so I'm doing a little road walk in here. I've got 1 mile to Standing Bear Farm, which is a hostel that's a little bit sketch. It's more like a hippie commune these days, I think. They don't take reservations. So here's my plan, or hope, or wish. I'm not sure. We'll see how it works out. Either way, I know whatever happens, it'll work out. So I believe that I'm ahead of most everyone else enough this morning that I will be able to get a treehouse cabin. I don't know how many they have, but I'm hoping to get a private treehouse cabin and stay there tonight and take a shower. And then they don't have wash machines, but apparently they have like an old-fashioned washboard. I've never used one of those. I may have to call my grandma or one of my grandmas to ask how these things work. But then they do have a real dryer. So in a perfect world, hoping to get to stay there today, get my phone and my battery bank charged up, get myself cleaned up, clean some clothes, and head out tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here for today. In the next episode, I will let y'all know how my plan and hopes and dreams work out. And we'll do a little bit of footage of Standing Bear Farm. All right, thank you all for continuing to watch. Have a good one. Okay, one more short video here, just to give you all some context of where I'm at. Interstate 40 runs east and west on the northern boundary of the Smoky Mountain National Park. So here is Interstate 40. The trail goes under the interstate. You can see the blazes. You may be able to see them on the right side of actually they're on the right and the left side. So we're gonna go up and over this small mountain in front of me, and then Standing Bear Farm is not far just from there.